Hello all. Before we begin the video, let's discuss CloudFoundation. CloudFoundation is the premier online training platform to help individuals and organizations gain knowledge and skills in the ever-growing cloud computing industry.
This HR application. Can you open track application? Okay. Can you go to accounts? I'd like to see whether you have aggregated accounts or not. Okay. Anand, can you log in as one end user?
Okay.
One name.
One name.
Yeah. Can you click on the identity name? Now, Anand, your identity name is 1A. You got your credential and you are going to access. Can you change your password? Yeah. And try to log in as an end user. Save. So you got imagine you got a credential via email with the link also. Okay. Now you can log out and log in. Now you are going to log in as an end user. When you are going to log in as an administrator, which means we are going to log in with SP admin credential, then you are going to access everything, all the tabs, because you have full permission to access Sailpoint application. But now you are going to log in as an end user. So you will get some, I would say, basic or minimal access you have now, correct?
Okay.
Now you are going to submit access request. You're looking for a track application maybe. So what will you do?
Yeah, we used to do that.
Yeah.
Like app.
I think we didn't implement this LCM feature yet. So most of the guys won't be able to access this manage my access tab.
Access request, right?
No, once you submit access request, you can track from here.
Okay.
Correct? You can track from here. But if you want to submit access request, click on home page. Yeah, you can use this manage my access quick link, the fourth one. Yeah, click that. So you are an end user, so you cannot submit access request for other people. You can submit access request only for yourself. Now you are looking for track application access. If you know the entitlement or role name directly, maybe your manager or your subordinate, your team member can assist you to submit access request. Or maybe in some project I have seen they will provide one document where all the entitlement and role name will be there. You have to submit access request manually via Sailpoint and ServiceNow. One. Now click on filter, select the application name called track. Or maybe you have onboarded 3 applications, right? You can choose all 3 together. No, not from here. Click on filter. Scroll down. Yeah. So if you're, click on entitlement application. Now you are planning to submit. No results found. Can you click on role source application? The first one. Nothing appears, right? Okay, yeah. Track DB, select. Track HR. Click apply. Nothing is there. Why?
So no entitlement added for this track application?
Exactly. So no entitlement or no roles are available for this application in your system.
Okay.
Now log out and log in as SP admin. So we will learn how to aggregate this. So now go to application. So we can access all the entitlement under entitlement catalog.
Okay.
Once we aggregated or once we created, we can access the entitlement from here. As of now, nothing is there. Okay. We have to ask application team from where we can aggregate these access permission. In a similar way, how we aggregated the user data. So can you go to application, the application which you onboarded? Not here. Go to application definition. Open track application. Okay. Can you open MySQL Workbench as well? So that's our source data for this application. Can you expand the track? Okay, here we have 2 tables called one user, another one capability. All user information will be stored under user table. All group information will be stored under capabilities, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, can you search Let me take control on for a minute.
Yep, you go ahead.
Thank you. So if I'm going to expand this table, here I could see a lot of capabilities like input, super, approve, reject, something. And whoever has access to those capabilities, it's appearing under capabilities table. Correct?
Yeah.
Now we have to aggregate this capability into Sailpoint so that whoever is looking for this application access, they can request. So now you guys understood all the groups, or you may call it as entitlement, is available under this capability table.
Okay.
Now you can go to the track application and you guys has to suggest, are we going to create one more application to aggregate this entitlement, or what are we going to do? Anyone?
So we have employee this ID. This ID is common between these two tables. Like users have IDs. Maybe we can match these two IDs and get the capabilities.
No. Forget about this ID. So this application has ID. Some application won't have ID. They will have the entitlement name directly. Just we have to aggregate. So forget about user in this scenario. Our ultimate goal is we have to aggregate this entitlement into Sailpoint so that anyone who is looking for this application access, they can request. So how to aggregate this data into Sailpoint? So again, for users, we have onboarded one application called Track. You guys remember, I hope. Now, are we going to create another application to aggregate these entitlement, or what are we going to do? That's my question. You got it, guys, what I'm asking? So my question, are we going to onboard one more application called Track to aggregate these entitlement? No, usually we won't do that. So instead of creating new application, what can we do? Here we have an object type called account. So this is the default one. Here we are going to add another object type called group, or you may name it as entitlement. You can name it as capability. It's up to the requirement again. So in this object type called group, you have to feed all the required information once again. You have to declare the schema, and you have to create a new task to aggregate the groups, to aggregate the entitlements. So can you can you update the data? Like username, password, and credential, and the data source.
Basically, we're just adding an attribute called group, correct?
This is not attribute, this is object type, because the moment you're going to say attribute, it's related to identity application. So we shouldn't say that. It's an object type.
Okay.
Yeah. So Anand, can you type the username, password?
Where?
So in this connection user, connection password. So Sailpoint needs to access the source data, right? So you have to mention your MySQL username called root, and you know the password.
I forgot the password.
I think now you have opened MySQL Workbench, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the same password.
Yeah. URL.
You can copy it from object type called account and the JDBC driver too. You can get it from there. Scroll up. Let me annotate here.
So
no, not there. So can you expand this? I'm talking about this one. Yeah, scroll down. Okay. Scroll up. Scroll up. Yeah, first go to settings. Okay. Now expand this.
Which one?
Expand this object type called account. Now you can get the database URL and driver.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. And JDBC driver too.
JDBC drivers.
You can get it from there. Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
now you have to instruct from which table we are going to aggregate this group data. So since you know its capabilities,
yeah.
if you know, I mean, the query will be provided by application team. So don't worry.
Okay.
Now you can
Okay.
go to Workbench. From there, you can get the query.
Okay.
Scroll down. Test
Test
connection. We didn't declare the schema, but even though the test connection will be successful for JDBC application.
And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.